Well, hi, Virgo. You know, it's kind of funny how the cosmic collective and the matrix works because a lot of us have the same type of experiences going on. And the last two readings I've done were about finding yourself, getting some things out of the way and obstacles out of the way. And your reading is about that as well. Now, before I go on, I have an announcement to make. My other channel, Brothers of the Sword Productions, has another video out, and it's about the Oak Island Money Pit. If you're interested, the link is down below in the description box. Now, the rune that you received for October is Ansus. This is a really powerful rune. It represented their main god of their pantheon, Odin. Odin oversaw all kinds of things: knowledge, wisdom, messages, creativity, divine power, prophecy, revelations. But here it's kind of funny because the Mintiati card that I pulled for you is hearing. So this has to do with communication, messages, things coming down the pike that you're going to hear, going to come across, and it's going to make you meditate and think this month. And the overall energy cards that you received is the Hermit, which is you. This is your card. And it's conjoined with the Two of Swords, a hard decision card. This Ansus rune is disconnected directly to the Hermit. Because, you know, Odin was the one that sought the wisdom of the runes. And this inspired thoughts, words, writing, public speaking. This is kind of the idea of brains over brawn, utilizing your mind, going within yourself. The Hermit is about meditation, seeking the inner self. This is about taking a journey within yourself, walking that lone path away from distractions to really seek what you want, really seek the new path that you desire. I think this eclipse season last summer was very confusing. At one point, we had 7 planets that were retrograde. We had all different flavors of eclipses, and we had 3 eclipses together, 2 solar and 1 lunar. And the lunar eclipse was about confusion with relationships, settling some of the dust about them. I think a lot of people still are having some aftermath from this. You don't have to go into a self-imposed isolation to review all this. You can be Kwai Chang King on Kung Fu and just kind of stand there and start reviewing what's been going on in your life and where you're heading. Because I think a lot of people have deferred making decisions throughout this summer and even this early fall. Because here you have the Two of Swords. And it's saying that there is time now for you to make a decision, but there's been hard decisions to make. And you have to understand, when you don't make a decision, that's a decision too. Any 2 card symbolizes decision, partnership, and balance. And that's what we're all seeking. The lamp that the Hermit is holding is representing illumination and enlightenment within you and guidance. The Two of Swords is reminding you that swords is about intellect and communication too, and you have to use both of them to your advantage. In chemistry, a reaction doesn't happen until you have an overt amount of energy to get over a hump, and then the reaction will continue with less energy. And this is what's going on here with these 2 cards, the Hermit and the Two of Swords. You need that extra energy to get to that path that you desire. And after that, it's going to be kind of easier on you. Then you're just going to kind of float down the path that you know feels right to you. This is all about directing your energy and utilizing it for your benefit and the benefit of the people around you. Because Virgo is a service-oriented sign. But you know, you're too critical on yourself all the time that it's been hard to make a decision. You get into these little details, and the devil's in the details, and then you can't make a decision. You really have to get over that, because a lot of times it doesn't matter. Set your feet on a path, and if it doesn't work out, well, then you backtrack and you go another direction. But you know what? You learn something going in that wrong direction. You know you didn't want to go that way. And you learn some other really special things that made you think that, well, maybe I should go this way instead. You know, you can't overanalyze things that happened in the past to occlude you from your future. You know, the one thing that you can't criticize and overanalyze is the truth. And you need to find the truth. Now the cards over on the left for what you know. You receive the Empress and the Four of Wands. How nice. The Four of Wands is a celebration card, and it is about returning home. It's an ascension card and a spiritual ascension card. This is where you're feeling pretty good and having camaraderie with other people. Shared experiences turned out well. And you're reveling over shared accomplishments. But now that maybe you've accomplished some things, maybe it's time to move on. Find a new journey because you have the Empress there. What a great card to have. You know, this is about starting new projects, fertility, harvest as well. The Empress is about creation just as the Ansus Rune is as well. You're going to see over there in the future that you receive the Lover's card. So there is something going on with the Lover's card and some type of fertility. The Empress is about nurturing relationships, enjoying the material things of life that it offers. Smell, taste, hearing, sex. It's about the exploration of these things, discovering yourself inside so that you can offer them to the people surrounding your life. Now this is all knitting up together because the cards in the center for what is or can be yours is the Hanged Man and the King of Cups. The Hanged Man is also Odin, seeking wisdom, the wisdom of the runes. Seeking the right words for communication at the right time. Allowing things to go for their natural flow. And not resisting change and not finding resistance. The Hanged Man sacrificed himself to himself for wisdom and enlightenment. And here you have the King of Cups with it. You know, this is the king that overcame his emotions, mastered his emotions, and was able to direct them in the right direction, along with that Lover's card. The King of Cups has the maturity to handle himself well and help other people too with their emotions. Kings help you obtain your long-term goals. The queens help with understanding, but the kings are there for the hierarchy of the suit of these cards. He's there to help you set your feet on the right path with the relationships and love. There's a lot of level of loves. You know, it can be an intense sexual love, marriage, but then there's the agape as well, the brotherly love. Now the cards next door to that, for your awareness or self-awareness, you have the Ace of Cups and the World card. So you have a ending a cycle and a promise for a new beginning of emotions card. This is about love and relationships and you finding yourself in order to be able to extend love to other people. This is about comfort zone for you, making the right decisions with these relationships. Relationships drive the boat to where your life goes, where you live, what you do, and even sometimes why you work at a place. Whatever it is, it's saying here that you learned a lesson, and now it's time for you to pick up and go on a new journey, find some new challenges. The Ace of Cups as well is a lot like the Empress, where it is about the material senses and utilizing them, enjoying them. But this is just a promise for a new beginning. You're up there, the Hermit, with the Two of Swords card saying, yeah, you're going to have some hard decisions to make. But that's okay. It's time to make a few decisions. Hey, we make mistakes and we learn from them. Now the future cards are really good. They mesh well with what's going on with this reading about finding yourself. The Four of Cups card is there saying that you've been uncomfortable with some emotional things in your life. And a lot of times, you know, the Hermit and the Virgos, they really have to get rid of some emotional baggage at times and not let it bother them. You have the Lover's card up there. It's kind of like a get out of jail card for Monopoly. It's a freedom card now. But you have the Queen of Pentacles there, and she's the Queen of Pragmatism. She brings in understanding, but you have to be pragmatic about it. You have to set realistic goals, or else you're going to find disappointment. And here you have the High Priestess along with the Queen of Pentacles. This is a spiritual card about finding thyself. Listening to the inner voice. Intuition. Noticing things, synchronicities. Coincidences. Because that's going to be a message as well. It's not all by words and communication. And the very last card is a great card. It's the Wheel of Fortune. This is your cycle now to be picking back up and going up on the upper top of the wheel. This is reminding you that there is cycles of life, and this is the time to start grabbing the golden ring when you go by. You know, sometimes they're more auspicious than others. And this illumination, enlightenment, is going to show you the way. It's going to guide you. And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.